Speaker, for the longest time, my community in Scarborough, identified as a hotspot, did not have enough vaccines or any mobile or pop-up clinics to vaccinate our community. When we finally did, the supply was almost insultingly low. When raising these issues, I heard from politicians about hesitancy in communities like mine amongst low-income, new immigrants, racialized communities. Speaker, I spent the past 2 weeks with our dedicated Scarborough and East Toronto health teams on the ground with pop-up clinics serving Scarborough Southwest, and what we saw was not vaccine hesitancy, it was vaccine inequity. At our first local clinic, we saw people camp out overnight. Muslim community members who were fasting, had their suhoor or sehri in those lines, stayed overnight simply so they could have a chance at this life-saving shot. We heard from single mother who spent money Ubering back and forth just between pop-ups so she could still get a shot and were asked to go home. We heard from families who organized childcare or took time off from their work unpaid to wait in lines and then were asked to go home. Speaker, the need for vaccine in high-risk communities like Scarborough is disproportionately higher than the amount we have been given. Since then, both health teams have been able to host bigger clinics with even bigger turnouts, but there is still parts of Scarborough that have not been able to have any single clinics because our supplies are still inequitable. So I continue to ask the government for equitable access to vaccines for the people of Scarborough so our community members don't have to camp out overnight simply to have a chance at protecting themselves from this deadly disease. Thank you, Speaker.